Hey, good morning and welcome to the Performance Cafe. It's so amazing to have you here and welcome back to 2022 and all that it holds for us. I hope that you had an incredible holiday, that whatever that was for you, it filled your cup with joy, happiness, fulfillment, as well as rest, relaxation, and hopefully a bit of reflection on 2021, where we were and where 2022 is going to. And I think it's just natural that at New Year's time, we would reflect on the year that was and where we want to go. But it's quite interesting because I read research this weekend that actually spoke about how important, when we take a look at how to be a happier person, the expectation is around something that's going to happen that is fun or fulfilling or energizing or whatever it may be for us. So that is apparently part of why holidays are so good for us. It's the expectation of holidays. It's the fun of planning and getting everything ready and everything sorted. That is an intrinsic part of what makes holidays so much fun. So I was wondering, how do we, given that we want to take a look at 2022, how are we going to make it a better year than last year? How are we going to get the best out of it? How are we going to be kind to ourselves? I was wondering, how do we use this bit of research to help us? So I think there are two perspectives to it. Firstly, I think that it's really important to, no matter what the year gives us, plan breaks. And that break can be an afternoon off, a day off, a weekend away, a long weekend away, or a full-blown holiday. I know a lot of people say, I don't have the money to always just go on holiday. But what if you were to take an afternoon off and try a new hobby? Or what if you were to take a weekend away, even if you only sleep out one evening, and just go to a place you've never been before? Just from the perspective that every time we do that, not only does that holiday give us the rest and the relaxation that we need, but that little break and the expectation that builds up to it gives us something other than work to focus on. And so I think that's really good for us. So even if you only plan 2 or 3 of those things for the next year, just think of it. Once every 4 months, you might have something new happening. And that's exciting. The other thing as well is, if you're a bit like me, you tend to go on a bit of a research frenzy. So what happens is, instead of that holiday being an event at a particular time and day, you actually build up by doing research, learning more, Googling different things. And that in itself, it gives us a break from the routine that we find ourselves in. So you see, there's more to holidays than meets the eye. There's another perspective though. I want to ask you, what do you have high expectations for this year? What are your personal goals? What do you want to achieve? And what are the things that need to happen to make those things come to, or those goals come true? The reason for this is the same expectation rule counts here. So what happens is, we think, like, I'm going to go on a course in May. I was supposed to do it last year. I landed up going on another course, so I deferred that to this year because otherwise all I do is spend my time on courses. And so from now until I think it's the 2nd of May, I've got this thing to look out to. I'm going to go on this course and I'm so excited and I'm ready for it. And every time I feel a bit blah, I just think of this course I'm going to go on. And not only is it for me the learning that's enjoyable, but it's an extra service I can add. So actually, it's a business goal as much as it's a personal goal. And so I'm wondering, what is it that we can build in expectations for when it comes to setting goals for the year? Because, every time you also achieve a goal, you get a bump of dopamine, and that is good for you. So that makes you feel hyped up and peppy and good to go. It is a typical reward kind of a feeling that we have. And so instead of just thinking of the goals for ourselves as these things to tick off, let's celebrate how that goal achievement feels. And that's going to make that expectation come up again. And that's going to drive us through the rest of the year. So you see, we often speak of work-life balance. I think we know that doesn't exist anymore. Thanks to COVID and the amount of time that we spend from home, it's now just sort of all balance. But if we've got expectations about the fun things we're going to do, if we've got if we have that sense of expectancy around the goals we want to achieve and the things we're going to do this year, well, already that adds energy to this year that we didn't know we had going in. And so my challenge is to you, maybe after watching this video, take a look at one fun thing you can plan, one personal goal you can plan, and the activities related to that goal. And I want you to envisage, literally think about how it will feel to achieve that goal and reach those milestones so that you can give yourself that energy boost. So welcome back to Performance Cafe and to 2022. I look forward to another year of us seeing how we're going to improve performance together. And then I'll see you again on Friday at the Performance Cafe.